morning, YouTube. Welcome to the React channel. And for those who have had a childhood, those millennials out there, this one might be right up your alley because today we have been suggested to watch Halo. Except it's incredibly cursed, again, which implies there's a video that came before this, which means I'm probably out of touch. But apparently I need to watch this, having been one of those quintessential millennials that got brought up on Halo 1, 2, and 3, and no one's going to tell me there were any good Halos after 4 because there weren't. You may now argue with me in the comments, and people in the Twitch channel may now donate $500 to try and prove me wrong. So, grab your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen, take a seat, and let's enjoy some fine, fine frivolry.
Hello there.
Is that a mini warthog? Okay, well, at least we know how, if we mean to go on the way we started, this video is you know what?
Welcome to this video content.
Hi
Today,
there,
I
sir.
want to introduce you to my two best friends, Test_Grunt2, and my really
I appreciate the
big
fact that he's
pistol.
making this in the original Halo as well.
Say hello, Big Pistol.
What is that? Still an accurate representation of the Halo Magnum, to be honest. Like, anyone who ever played multiplayer Halo 1,
So yeah, this is
anyone who
Cursed
played Halo 1 knows just how
Again,
much that thing
I really
kicked.
wasn't planning on doing another update for Cursed Halo, but I couldn't help myself.
You know what, if you guys
Did
want me to
Halo
go back and watch
really
the original
need
one,
grunts that throw
because
splash
somebody just
potions of
pointed out in my
blindness
chat,
at
there's
you?
a video that came before
Probably
this for, like,
not.
cursed
Or
warthogs.
definitely
Let me know
not.
in chat,
But
or the
that's
comments
the
down
thing
below,
now.
and we'll watch that
And
at
so
some
if
point
your
as well.
screen turns black while you're playing this mod, don't panic, you're just blind.
I can't see anyway, I don't have
And
eyes.
speaking of things that might make you go blind,
Nothing suggestive about that comment in the slightest. For real, that- wait, is that- okay, you know what, we'll get to this wobbly shotgun in a second. Dude, this is so nostalgic to me. Like, I was never much of a shooter kid growing up, but Halo had a deep place in my heart. It was one of the very first ever games I owned myself on my PC, and it was one of the first story games I ever saw through to completion on the hardest difficulty. And honestly, I love the Halo franchise, and even with the terrible additions that were made later, playing things like Halo Reach, Halo 3, 4, 2, 1, all of those games, they have a deep play. They have a really, really soft spot in my heart. So seeing people take what I loved and turn it into something cursed, it's a weird feeling. Not sure whether I should hate this or adore it for people's creativity.
yeah, it works too. I mean, listen, if you're okay with lowered crosshairs in shooters, then you can't.
Not to make this crude or anything, but anyone who, any dude out there, who was forced to wear briefs rather than boxers growing up, you know what I'm referring to here, right?
Can't complain about this. It's literally the same thing. What you can complain about,
The
though,
old
is the fact that
curved
the
schlong,
automatic
you know what I'm saying?
360 no-scope sniper rifle is unfortunately very bugged, and I had to remove it from the mod. Please send your complaints to keemstar@redlettermedia.com. Alright, so enough random tangents. I should probably
Those
explain what this
RGB
video
grunts,
is
they're so
actually
cute! I want one.
about.
Somebody
A few
get me an
months ago,
RGB
Halo
grunt,
the
put it on my
Mustard
wish.
Beef Connection
my
finally
throne,
got
sorry.
Steam Workshop support, and it's pretty
Halo the
great.
Mustard Beef
343
Connection?
has finally made it
What?
so you don't need a degree in computer science just to install a mod. It's quite literally just one click.
That is literally what puts me off playing any mods. Like, I was so interested in playing mods when I was younger, but my brain didn't have enough wrinkles on it for me to understand how to install mods onto my computer without risking of bricking it. So I was always put off playing them. But now, especially with like things like the Souls-like mods or Nexus mods or whatever else, getting mods actually is super simple now. Although even with how simple it is, I still somehow manage to fuck it up most of the time. Ha!
And you're done. So I've been porting over a few of my old mods to the Steam Workshop so people can play them easier. And of course, when I got to Cursed Halo, I was
Sir, I can't pay attention to what you're saying.
And by
I'm distracted by your
I
RGB
mean,
grunts.
I doubled the amount of content in the mod, or tripled it, something along those lines. I mean, check it out.
Wait.
Black hole.
Wait. Sorry, it just hit me. Is he in Minecraft? I was so distracted by the grunts, it almost completely went by my notice that everything is like cubic. That's straight up Minecraft. What? The collab nobody wanted, but everybody deserved.
Something along those lines. I mean, check it out. Black hole.
And still the most balanced weapon in
I still
Halo.
plan on doing a Cursed Halo 2 or 3 or whatever, but I just got carried away adding a shitload of fuck to this mod. Most notably, new cutscenes. And boyo,
it's just a scrunkly little Halo.
Cutscenes. The amount of work I put into just adding.
Wait, he rekeyed the
blowing. But it was
cutscenes
very necessary for the new content I wanted to do for the campaign, which is completely.
To be fair, having watched Doom speedruns, this is pretty normal. Like, whenever you watch speedruns of games like Doom, Halo, whatever else, people utilize the weapons in such creative ways. This is pretty much as you would expect.
Do for the campaign, which is completely lore-friendly suit upgrades.
Hey, Chief, over here. The boys down at R&D asked me to give this to you ASAP. Some kind of upgrade to your suit. Supposed to give you some kind of crazy-ass Bruce Lee powers, if you can believe it.
Did he get the voice actor to say that?
The first upgrade you get is a karate module that allows you to do spin kicks.
Yo!
Jump kicks.
Okay, so can we get this guy collabing with the person who made the female takedown animations, the one that we were watching earlier? And if you don't know context, if you're on YouTube, there's literally a YouTuber out there that makes cursed Halo takedowns. In fact, you know what? Just for the sheer sake of it, I'm gonna quickly show you because it's worth having context. This guy. Because the entire reason we got suggested this video is because somebody made me watch this. It should have been me. It should have been me. Now, before I get demonetized, not that I'm monetized to begin with, so can we get this guy collaborating with that guy to put those female elites into Halo? Because I would fund that. Like, that is a shut up and take my money moment.
Lore friendly. Seriously, there's nothing in the lore that says he can't do that. He can do that. The second upgrade is, of course, 4 pistols duct taped to your legs.
What?
Which allows you to double jump.
No,
Listen,
that's
the
stupid.
Science is there. Look, XKCD did
Listen,
a
the
comic
rules
about
of
this
Dungeons
once.
and Dragons says
Lore-friendly.
yes,
And
tells
also,
me that
the
I should be
pistols
saying
upgrade your
yes
spin kick
and.
so that it's a gun spin
But it
kick.
doesn't mean I
So
don't
you
have to
can
like
kick
it.
enemies while you're shooting them. And the last upgrade, well, I don't want to spoil
Yeah,
it.
bayonet to eat your heart out, right? No, don't.
My only regret here is that I now have to come up with something even stupider for the
The
next.
fact that he
Cursed Halo
custom
mod,
animated
and
this as
I'm just
well
not
and
sure
has
if
voice
that's
acting
possible.
for it. The amount of this.
Okay, I lied. This is.
And yet this still isn't the most nonsensical thing that's been put into canon Halo. POV when you're in Australia.
Is a perfectly normal Halo pistol that reverses all of your controls. It is technically the best weapon in the game by a fairly wide margin, but it's unusable. This is the game design equivalent of a brain hemorrhage, and I'm very proud of it.
It's like
so
you're
let's
having a
actually
stroke.
talk about design for just a bit here. One of my main goals with this update was to expand the amount of content in the campaign. Cursed Halo was originally just a
What do you
pack
mean
of
expand?
goofy
Dude,
weapons and
Halo is
not much
amazing
else,
even by
but
default. You don't need to
in
be
this
modding
version,
it to make
I've
it
done
more
my best to
enjoyable.
add a wide variety
But I will
of new
say
enemy
this is
types and events
incredibly
to the
amazing.
campaign. Some of them are better designed than others. For example, here we have the
His
Covenant Craft
babies.
troops. The grunts have bows, crossbows,
Oh
and
my god,
spot
that's
potions
brilliant!
and will generally harass you from a distance, while the
Yo, now I
Japanese
can
have
play
a
Halo
diamond sword
and Minecraft
shield
at the same
that will rush
time.
you down and
Multitasking.
Stab you. And the elites have a firework crossbow and diamond axe, and they will just bombard you
Oh,
with
that's
TNT.
genius.
I fine-tuned
Wait
the
a
guide-
minute. Okay. Is this the same guy that made Dark Souls Halo? Because I remember hearing something about that a long time ago. Is this that guy? I never really saw anything too much about that, but I got told that somebody modded Dark Souls to use Halo weaponry. Same guy? No wonder he's so good at this shit. Like, people who are able to do this kind of stuff baffle me with their intellect. And I know all it does is make me feel less... It really makes me realize my insignificance and my inferiority as a being that exists in a carbon-based world. When people are this smart, and makes me realize my severe lack of intelligence.
These enemies pretty well, and I gotta say, the sword and shield jackals are just kind of terrifying. I animated them so they can run with their shields held up in front of them, and it makes them really difficult to hit without an explosive
So at this point, would this be considered a Minecraft mod or a Halo mod?
So that projectiles
like, is this Halo modded into Minecraft or Minecraft modded into Halo?
Don't panic, just spin kick
like, the line is getting very blurry.
Another enemy type that got a massive redesign in this version of Cursed Halo is the Hunters. And to put it pretty simply,
these guys are so
I
cool.
made them into a bullet hell.
They used to scare the tits off me. Why are there giant cubes flying everywhere? I feel like I probably should have watched the other cursed video before this. You know, sod it, we're doing it live. Oh man, I remember in Halo 1, the first time I ran into the elites. This must have been when I was like 10 or 12 or something, back when Halo 1 first came out. My first encounter with an elite literally made me turn the game off because I was so scared of them.
Firing modes now: a giant quad laser beam, a quad laser projectile, and a laser rapid quad laserlet. Wait, what the fuck did I just say? And if you somehow survive all of that, I also gave the Hunters a special flying spin slash maneuver, which makes them the official anime.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should have watched the other video first, but we'll just go with it.
You're welcome, Japan.
The only person you have to blame is the person who suggested this video.
There's just a ton of new content
Quinn.
in this mod, from the magnanimous RGB Special Forces unit to the humble.
We're doing it live. Stop!
But I don't want to spoil all.
As I say to my Twitch chat all the time, please stop being a piss baby. I know it goes against every grain of your existence, but please, for the once in your life, stop being a piss baby. Not everyone wants to put up with your piss.
All the surprises that this campaign has to offer. I gotta leave some mystery and intrigue for you guys to discover. Like, is that grunt holding a tool gun? I don't know. Are those perfect accuracy sniper jackals? Maybe? Or am I just trolling? Who knows? Alright, so now let's talk about the biggest change in this version of the mod. The, Halo Kart Grand Prix.
That's a little mini warthog. That's the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
So yeah, some of you.
Oh my god, dude! This I don't know if any of you guys played Smite before, but this is about as ingenious as when Smite canonically put Smite racing into their game. Like, every game is better with some kind of racing kart game in it.
You may remember the Halo Kart multiplayer mod I made a few years back. I tried to port it over to MCC, but I could not get it working due to some weird technical issues that I'm not going to
No, I haven't,
I
Tenjang.
didn't really want to scrap the whole thing because it's full of
I was suggested this video. And rather than going back and trying to re-record the whole thing, we're going to do the completely nonsensical thing and watch this, and then go back and watch the other one. Hi YouTube! This is going to make no sense, but honestly, neither do I, so it kind of holds up.
So I spent like 2 weeks developing AI driving in Halo.
Is that Goku?
And
why is Goku in Halo? You know what?
And I know a lot of you
Fortnite has made me no longer question random cameos.
I'm here to tell you that is not correct. Halo 1's AI is utterly incapable of driving in a straight line, and it wasn't until Halo 2 that the AI could actually drive a Warthog without wrecking it into a ditch.
Dude! Commander Keys over here. Chief, you gotta take these keys and finish this race.
30 seconds. The code I added to make this work is an unbelievable mess, and it pushes the game engine way past its limits. But it does
like I'm about to finish.
And trust me when I say, it is a miracle that it works. So yeah, now you can enjoy this racing game in the middle of your shooter game.
Yeah, when Chief doesn't want to finish the fight and just wants to finish the race first place.
I actually went ahead and added 2 new cutscenes that give perfectly logical explanations.
You know what this is giving me the vibe of?
5-race Grand Prix.
Have you guys seen the Bloodborne kart racer that bunny person's making? Because you know that's gonna be beautiful when it comes out.
Another fun addition to the mod is the new grenade types. The new D20 frag grenades have
What?
been massively improved. They originally had about 40 possible random outcomes, and now it is up
Oh,
to
that's
over 90.
genius!
Just about anything is possible when you throw one of these stupid grenades. From a Minecraft chest full of goodies, to a flashbang, to a nuclear detonation. The plasma
And yet still the
The
most.
plasma grenade has also been reworked to be more chaotic and less performance heavy, and overall
You know what the funny thing is? All of these modded weapons, these are still some of the most balanced weapons in Halo. I know I make this joke all the time, but having played Halo multiplayer enough as a kid, you ain't telling me that none of these wouldn't fit in perfectly.
it just works a lot better than the old versions. Next we have the TNT block grenade, which is primarily dropped by the Covenant Craft troops, and works pretty much like... Though you should be aware they are very temperamental, and if you shoot one or accidentally hit one with another grenade, it will
That's genius.
probably kill you.
Like, I
And
legitimately
the
do
final
wonder
grenade
how
type
this guy
in
manages
mod
to
is
do this
the
kind of stuff.
Throwable Warthog, which...
Like, I know it's an
Sure
old
is.
game, so modding it,
And speaking of tiny
modding
warthogs,
is
let's go ahead and
is an
talk
art
about
form in of
the
itself. It's
library.
basically
This
witchcraft,
is
if
a
you ask
level
me.
that pretty much no one likes. It's just a dozen or so hallways filled with flood, and then more flood at the end. with
Okay,
some
okay.
flood in between.
This is something that still sticks with me. The Flood are one of the best zombie-type enemies in any game ever. And no one can diminish this. I love the idea. It reminds me so much of the Zerg from StarCraft 2. This idea that, you know, this whole infestation is taking place, and you're basically holding off the inevitable, overwhelming number of your of just a constantly reproducing force. I don't know why. It's a really fascinating concept as well. Like the whole idea of like getting infected and watching people get like it's body horror. Like I'm a deep appreciator of body horror, infestation, sort of zombie things like that. It's so cool.
So I redesigned it a bit and made it into a cooperative driving level. The idea is real simple.
You're not beautiful.
Instead of fighting...
Okay. Hold the fuck up, Akami. As somebody who has seen your face, and as somebody who has known you for quite some time now, shush. You are gorgeous. You are lovely. You need to acknowledge your beauty, my dear. Because you are. You are worthy of the love that you are given. And you deserve to know how lovely you are. Ain't that right, chat? If you agree that Akami is bootyful, can I get a heart in the chat? Mm-hmm. Mucho bootyful. Mucho bootyful. Come on, I want to see some hearts. We all know it. Yeah-huh. Yeah-huh. There you go. You got a lot of people who believe in you, Akami, including myself.
So I redesigned it a bit and made it into a cooperative driving level. The idea is real
Sorry for the weird
simple.
jump there in
Instead of
editing, by the way.
fighting
We had a
through
little bit of a
hordes
thing,
blood
so if this is a
solo,
bit disjointed,
you
I
and your
apologize.
best buddy, Sergeant Johnson, just splatter your way through to the end in style. And this change not only makes the level about half as long,
This
but
mini
twice as
warthog,
good.
I am
Most
fascinated
of
by
that
it.
enjoyment is of course thanks to Vocal Butcher, who voiced over 300 new lines for Sergeant Johnson. And of course, I also
Oh,
spent
that's
quite a
so
bit of
cool.
time integrating Johnson into
So
the
they did
level
get
so
they
he's
did get
able
fresh
to
voice
see
acting.
and
That's
hear
actually
what is going
genius.
on and respond with the appropriate level of self-referential meme dialogue.
You brought such ineffective weapons to combat the flood, despite the containment protocols.
Oh, I forgot that the little spark exists. That little mother trucker. Like anyone that didn't expect that little oh, I don't even remember what the name of curator, I think it was. The little floaty bastard ball thing. If anyone expected that thing not to betray you, I'm sorry. Even as a 10-year-old, you would have been stupid.
Ineffective weapons.
Yes, monitor,
About
guilty
booting
spot.
your ass, Buck. How does that
Thank
sound?
you. I haven't played a
Basically,
Halo
what
game
I'm
in
trying to say is
ages.
I made the library kind of fun, and that is an accomplishment. Oh, and also, one more little thing about this level. I may have added a math quiz to the end.
What?
What is 6 times 7?
And
Okay, I'm never playing this mod. You expect me to do math? Dude, I can barely put my clothes on in the morning, and you're expecting me to do math?
Speaking of questionable design decisions,
You are
near
severely...
the end of Halo 1's campaign, Master Chief steals a Banshee from a Covenant cruiser and flies it over a desert to get to the crash site of the Pillar of Autumn.
I remember
In
this.
this mod, however, Chief instead steals a Warthog and then he drives it to the crash site through the desert. A desert that they also
What?
just randomly decided to make a lot bigger. What a weird series of coincidences. Yeah. Alright guys, check this out. This is Assault
No,
Rifle.
Akami, absolutely. Good night, darling. Have a good sleep. Say goodbye to
Please
Akami,
post
guys.
your complaints in the comments below. Joking
Wait.
aside, though, this is a really questionable gun. It's a beam weapon that deals very low damage, but has a random...
Hey, look! It's the typical experience of playing Call of Duty. They really need to get on things and put that gun in the game.
chance to cause a super suck event.
Suck.
I don't know why I made this. In the original Cursed Halo, I never really touched the Sentinels. I just didn't know what to do with them at the time, and kind of just left
Nothing.
them
You do
alone.
nothing with them.
But with
They're
1
literally
years
the
of
most
modern computing, I have
uninteresting
finally
enemy in
made a
any game that's
momentous
ever been
breakthrough
made.
in comedy technology. They now say pew when they speak.
Okay, you know what? The math turned me off playing this mod, but now that the Sentinels say pew, I'm instantly back in and engaged. Because my attention span is that of a TikTok-addled teenager. And the second you add funny haha onomatopoeia, you just got me. You just got me. That is my sense of humor. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, and also, Aperture Laboratories sent me over some prototype Sentinels that are pretty interesting.
Firing. Goodbye.
They
They
gave it
even
the
have a small
portal
chance to
voice!
drop an AR-2 if you
That's
kill them.
adorable!
Thank you.
You gave us Sentinel personality and I love it.
Okay, so you see the joke is that I could have imported the model for the actual AR-2 from Half-Life, but instead of doing that, I
Also,
just
okay,
copy-pasted
two
the
quick
cable
things. One, okay, no, brain fart. Wow, my brain is so rotted. What the frig? I literally thought of 2 things that I was gonna say, and my brain was like, nah, dude, you're not gonna think about that anymore. Okay. The one thing I remember I was gonna say was, Halo has some of the most identifiable and recognizable gun sounds of any game ever. Specifically, the sniper rifle sound and the assault rifle sound. Those noises live rent-free in my head, and whenever I hear them used as a sound effect anywhere, it instantly triggers a Pavlovian effect in my body to want to play Halo again.
assault rifle model and renamed it to Assault Rifle 2. So it's an AR-2. Please post your laughter in the comments below.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Back when I played the original Halo, there were 2 types of people. There were the Half-Life enjoyers and the Halo enjoyers. Those were the only 2 crowds of kids back in the day. And I enjoyed both. But I did, unfortunately, fall more into the Half-Life crowd.
Another
So the
big
fact they're
improvement I made
mashing
in
them
this
together
version
makes
of
me
the
very
mod is
happy.
I reworked and expanded all of the Minecraft items. The mod now has a much wider variety of weapons, including some neat little enchanted variants. And there's like a dozen different Minecraft.
So he
versions
literally
now
made
as
a
well,
Minecraft mod
which
for the
includes
game?
both
That's
drinkable
genius.
potions and throwable splash potions. And the best part is they all just show up as unidentified potion. So you guys have no idea what any of them do. And I'm not
Aha.
going to tell you. You just have to
Surprise
test them out and
mechanics.
try and remember what they do based on what color they are. And while that is fairly sadistic game design, it is far from the meanest
a
thing I've
lightsaber?
added to this mod. Another addition that I spent
Let's say. Dark Moon Blade, Falchion, Elite knows your location. You have 30 seconds to send him hot pics. This is how I look at chat when they haven't tier 3 subbed to me.
Another addition
I do
that
know
spent
your
a
location
fair
and I
amount
will
of time
find you.
on was tool guns. There are now a dozen or so different tool guns in the mod that each have a unique function. Some of them are useful, some of them are chaotic, and some of them are
Like me. I'm chaotic, as you can all
personally,
tell.
My favorite one is the pull tool gun. It combos really well with a diamond axe that has a knockback enchantment. Oh, and of course, honorable
Oh, yeah,
mention
that's a
to the
Gary's
thruster
mod
tool
thing,
gun
isn't it?
It's just an absolute treasure as well.
What is that? stationary defense, more like
My overall favorite addition to the mod still might
mobile
just be
defense.
the really big pistol that I showed at the start. It was obviously inspired by an old Hyper video, which a lot of people
Oh,
are
I
familiar
remember
with,
this.
And yeah, it's just super satisfying. I even set up custom impacts.
and
so that
still
when you hit
not as overpowered as the original Magnum from Halo 1.
a grunt or something, it just vaporizes them and sprays blood all over the walls around it. It's like modern art, but kind of actually though. And
It's
with
like
that, let's go
ultra
ahead and move on
kill.
to our last little subject here, which is the multiplayer. Cursed Halo version 1 had a set of multiplayer maps that were interesting, but Cursed Halo version 2 did not have those multiplayer maps because I could not be asked to actually.
Whoa!
This new version also
It's kind of
doesn't
crazy
have
seeing these things
multiplayer maps.
from an outside
Yes.
perspective.
I'm leaving it up to
Because
you
you never
guys
realize how
to make
big
that
some of these
happen.
maps are
I'm
till you see
setting
them
you all a
from this kind of an
challenge.
angle.
If this video can get 1 like, we will do a follow-up video with Cursed Halo.
Yo, do you think it got 1 like, guys? Hey, my YouTube channel, if this video gets 1 like, I'll watch the other videos in this series. Guys, I know it's an ambitious thing, but I think we can do it. Yeah!
A multiplayer expansion. If you want to play the mod, there's a link in the description. If
Oh, and you
haven't
can
seen
actually
the
play
videos
this
for
stuff.
Cursed
That's
Halo
so cool.
version 1 and 2, then check them out. They're on the screen. And if you're a patron, then you can.
Nice. So yeah, that's the unfathomable world of scuffed Halo. This is opening a whole new world to me, and I think I've just discovered the Pandora's box of potential non-tomfoolery. So if this video gets 1 like, we'll watch all the other videos in this series, and I promise we'll watch them from the beginning and work through them properly rather than doing what we did with this one. Enjoy the scarf! Haha, bye!